Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today is the last day of our fast. I'm making a simple meatless pasta dish. This recipe has many variations to accommodate most diets. I'll put some of those suggestions in the description so that you can try this recipe. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, welcome. I'm glad you could join us. For my folks who hang out with me all the time, thank you. And I'm glad you returned. Don't forget to comment and like this video. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We'd love to have you as part of the family. Now, let me get up from this chair and get to cooking. So to start off this recipe, I have a pot of water boiling that I've lightly salted with about 2 teaspoons of salt. And I'm putting in some penne pasta. And to a heavy bottom skillet, I'm going to put some garlic infused olive oil into the pan, about 2 tablespoons full. So I have my eye turned to a medium-high heat, and I've let my olive oil heat up just a little bit, and I'm going to add some chopped onions. Of course, to get those onions to sweat down a little bit, I've added a little bit of garlic salt. I get 2 things accomplished with adding garlic salt. I get some flavor and I get the sweating down. So I'm going to let that go ahead and work with those onions for now. Now the onions are translucent and the smell in this house is wonderful. So now it's time to add the sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to stir the tomatoes and onions up just a little bit, and then I'll add some spinach. I'm going to add that whole bag of spinach because you know spinach wilts down quite a bit. This is about 3 cups of fresh spinach, and it'll wilt down to about 1 cup, if that. Now I'm going to stir this spinach just a little bit so that the oil can get on it and all of those flavorings can get together. It doesn't take long before that spinach has wilted down and it's all combined with the onions and the tomatoes. But that's okay because we're getting ready to make a sauce. Now I'm getting ready to remove these vegetables out of the pan and put it into a bowl to set aside while I make the sauce in the same pan. Mind you, that penne pasta is still cooking over in my saucepan. So I'm going to use the same skillet that I had the vegetables in. I'm going to add a little bit more oil, about 2 tablespoons of oil, and 2 tablespoons of butter because we're going to make a bechamel sauce. Now I'm going to let my butter melt, and then I will add 4 tablespoons of flour. I will cook the flour for about 1 minute so that that raw flour taste will come out, and then I'll add my milk. So I'm going to add this little pack of freshly ground black pepper, and to that I will add some Italian seasoning. Add all of that to taste, depending on what you and your family like. Now that my flour has cooked sufficiently, I'm going to add evaporated milk, a can of evaporated milk. I have a whole can here, and if I need more liquid, I will add water because evaporated milk is pretty thick anyway. And you see, I'm adding water, so it's okay. Water is wonderful, but it's making a nice sauce for us. Now I'm stirring this well because I don't want lumps in my sauce. So I stirred it up real well, and now I'm adding my vegetables back in. And I don't know why I'm using a spatula to do this, but it was right comfortable in my hand, so I kept using it. But usually I would use the spoon after I did all of the vegetables and that stuff. So use whatever utensil you like. Now I'm going to take my pasta over to the sink and drain it because it is ready. And whatever little bit of pasta water I have left over, if I need to thin my sauce, I will use that pasta water. But it looks like it's going to be just right. Now I'm going to add my mozzarella cheese. Now don't ask me why my mozzarella cheese was clumped up, but it was, and it didn't matter because it was going to melt anyway. So I was using the last little bit of a bag, so it's no telling, but it was still good. So let's stir this in and get all of our ingredients all pulled together for our meatless pasta. So my pasta is done, and I've paired it with a salad, and I've plated it, and I'm going to taste it. Okay, y'all, it's time to taste test. I got my plate, XP Paul's plate. I want to get a little bit of everything on here, a little bit of tomato and spinach, and of course noodle. It's still piping hot. It's warm and comforting. It is a comfort food. The cheese, The tomato gives it a little bit of a tang, and the spinach gives it some bite as well. So it is a very good meal for when you're ending your fast, or when you're beginning your fast, or whatever. So just enjoy it. Try this recipe. It's good. Y'all be blessed. Bye. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you try this recipe. It is very tasty. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. And if you like this video, please like it, give it a thumbs up, and share it. Don't forget to comment. I love your comments. Y'all be blessed. Bye.